Cowboys are looking surprisingly good.
Woo!
They beat the Commanders yesterday 44-22. 66 total points, and it feels like it could have been even more than that. Jayden Daniels exited with a hamstring injury in the third quarter. Early indications are it's nothing serious. He was trying to go back into the game, but I think that's just the way that Jayden Daniels is wired.
Yeah,
he never wants to concede that he can't play. He always wants to be out there in the fight. He is.
Wearing that big knee brace on his left knee, I got to think that's part of the reason the right hamstring gets tired, because your left leg's not functioning the right way with a big knee brace on it.
And apparently the injury happened on the play before the one where he was on the ground grabbing at the back of his leg. But, anytime you have a hamstring and you're grabbing at it and you're in pain, that's not good.
And it's usually worse than that.
And it usually takes time.
Yeah, right.
They're going to do an MRI today, and I think a lot of it is just wishful thinking. We'll see. They have the game next Monday night against the Chiefs. But the Cowboys, and I saw this in the research notes over the weekend.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, unconscious at home against NFC East
It's incredible,
teams.
right?
And
he owns them.
He's up to, is it now 20 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions in 7 home games against Washington?
Wow.
And I know Washington hasn't been great in recent years, but that's incredible. The Cowboys haven't been great either.
Yeah, no, I mean, agreed. It's not like the Cowboys have been going to the Super Bowl. Washington's been in the playoffs a few times. It's rare to see dominance like that. I think the best offense in football is the Colts, right? They have answers for you all the way. The most explosive offense, though, is the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they can strike from anywhere because of those 2 receivers. We saw that yesterday. So that side of the ball, I mean, really saves them. They're putting pressure on you right now. We know their defense isn't very good, but they're basically like, we're going to push the envelope on the offensive side of the ball, and we're going to see if you can keep pace with us, because we're going to make it a shootout. So I enjoy watching it. And Dak Prescott, for my money right now, is having the best year of his career. I mean, he's carrying the team. And now with CD back, and we know George Pickens has got the confidence, it's just like, watch out. I mean, Dallas, it might not matter that their defense is bottom 5 in football. They might be able to do this against most teams in the NFL. So awesome for Dallas that they got a little mojo going. I do think you got to be concerned about Washington, though. Washington's not what they were last year, and I didn't expect them to be what they were last year. But I think it's a little worse on the defensive side of the ball than I expected. I mean, the defense has really got issues. They can't rush the passer. They only play 2 defenses, and when you watch them and break them down, they play man-to-man or Tampa 2. I mean, basically, that's all about it, all it is. They can't play man-to-man because Marshawn Lattimore cannot cover anybody man-to-man on his side of the ball anymore. So, yeah, there's some issues there. And then you talk about injured receivers and all that. You go, oh, Washington could lose another one this Monday night against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they had no Terry McLaurin. He's been out for a few weeks now. Deebo Samuel was ruled out over the weekend. The offense hasn't been there, and they may not have Jayden Daniels next Monday night. We'll see how that goes. But they're 3-4, and that's not what people expected. Right. And I don't think anybody expected to see the Cowboys become real contenders, especially after the Micah Parsons trade. And you just wonder how different it would be if they had kept Micah Parsons.
It would be better. Let me just say that, because Micah Parsons, we'll talk about that later, was a one-man wrecking crew yesterday. I mean, a wrecking crew. If you watch that game, forget his sacks and his pressures. He was incredible. I mean, I really watched him closely yesterday. But to your point, though, still with the Cowboys, they're scary. Their defense has got issues. And I know people are going, maybe they should trade for somebody. They're not one player away. No one player is going to save the defense. It's everywhere. It's not going to happen. They just got to limit the bleeding on the defensive side of the ball and hope the offense continues to function at a high level, which I think it will too, because what's happened to Mike with them, the passing game, explosive, playing that way, and now they've got the O-line and the run game working too, so it's like pick your poison. You want to stop the pass game, Javonte Williams and our big offensive line that's got, 4 first-rounders on it, will whoop your butt that way too. And that's where they're scary. So they're playing through their offense. They're playing through Dak Prescott, who I thought had the most pressure on him in all of football this year with how he's paid and the results. And he is shoving the Jersey State bird right back in my face saying, Simms, shut up, I'm the man.
And that formula works so much better at home.
Yeah.
You get a lead. Yeah. And then your defense has a little more confidence, make a stop.
They're a
and
fast
then the lead,
defense on the turf and all of that.
And it just starts to snowball, and the next thing you know, it's 44-22.
Right.
Yeah, they're at Denver next Sunday.
That's going to be a good
at
one.
3:25 p.m. local time, 4:25 p.m. Eastern time. Then they got the Cardinals on Monday Night Football, and then they're bye. They got another game with the Eagles right before the Chiefs game on Thanksgiving. They go to Detroit the Thursday after Thanksgiving. That'll be must-see TV. oh boy, and then they host the Vikings. So much for that. But the Cowboys are becoming 1 week at a time a team that you must watch, and the Commanders, unfortunately, not. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.